Раптова зустріч. В пошуках Наті, так. Це от така херня знаходиться під кабанічою головою. Рілі. Вам реально потрібно міри осторожності, чи точніше міри обережності підтягнути в Хоксміті. Це ж піздець, чесне слово. У вас тут пламби просто повсюду розповсюдились. Пепламби, так, що? Я думаю, спочатку оцю пепламбу. І ти... Іди ти нахуй.
To your knees! Bombarda! Imperio! Bombarda! Bombarda! Give that again, and I'll... Expulsion! Expelliarmus! Protego!
Ти куда?
Glacius!
Expulsion!
Ой, хорош.
Imperio!
Ніхто тебе не відпустить. You belong to me.
Protego! Bombarda! Bombarda!
I've little patience for such crew.
Finally!
Що, finally?
Bombarda!
To you.
Bombarda!
Немає чого тобі радіти.
Give that again, and I'll squash you like...
Що? Мені здається, що ви досить
Petrificus
забагато
totalis!
розмовляєте. А кого ти тут тоталиш?
Revelio!
Який чахмар... А, все, я вже краще не витримую. Мах, чародій. Чахмародій. Дорогі Отто, я перечитала твій останній лист незліченну кількість разів і буду перечитувати знову і знову щогодини, поки ми не зустрінемось. Мене лякає думка, що я не скоро тебе побачу, але я вірю краще. Моя любов. Швидше б настав той день, коли ми розповімо про заручений всім близьким, особливо моєму батькові. Я розумію, що ти хочеш почекати, доки не встанеш на ноги, і я не знаю, що ти я знаю, що ти щосили прагнеш цього, але знай, що неможливість поділитися своїми почуттями, які переповнюють мене і несуть на сьоме небо, і справді нестерпне катування. Тепер я ще раз перечитаю твій лист любов'ю Розі.
He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
Розі О'Доннелл.
Revelio!
Так, ти куди вже
Bombarda!
прицілився?
Compulso! Revelio! Lumos! Revelio.
Знебруйте. Знебруйте це... Що це? Значить... Паличку витащити в нього з рук. Знебруйте. Ви зарушите?
We should speak to her again. Perhaps
Expelliarmus!
where we can find that.
Protego.
Що ти касуєш там?
Expulsion!
Expelliarmus.
You're no match for me. I'm just warming up.
А ти нормально?
Barely felt anything that might want to look up.
О! Знебруйте це прям те, що я зрозумів.
Expelliarmus. Defender.
Так, тепер ти.
Expelliarmus. Glacius.
Знебруйте.
Revelio.
Так, туди ще поки що рано йти, бо тут ще можна пошнирити трошки. Ти милий мені, немов Авгурей, чия пісня передвісниця дощу. Я з кожним днем люблю сильніше, пленив ти вірністю мене на своєму серці чари чую, я назавжди потрапила до раю.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
Ну, щось це не дуже було схоже на книжку поем, але як просто на звичайний листочок.
Revelio.
Так. Що, Наті тепер?
Natty must be here somewhere.
You
Наті,
found
чи
us.
ти в
I knew
кімнаті?
you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Ray. He will tell you what you need to do.
What to do?
To help.
Revelio.
Наті, help me somebody.
Hello,
Нічого
Gamora.
собі. Оце так магія. Паличка.
Revelio.
Ботвінса. Так, хто тут такий? А, позов.
Mr. Rabe. Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you alright?
I am all right. Thank you for coming.
Позов
These dogs are cursed.
Ботвінс.
And there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Да я б відкрив би і так тобі ліквідацію твою.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Та нормально,
Be
нормально,
prepared for
нормально.
a
Ти
fight.
паличку не
These
хочеш
ash
свою
Ревеліо.
забрати?
must pay.
Паличку. Що, навіть ніякої драки не буде? Нормальний такий диван у вас тут. Мені б таку кімнату туди зайвим би не був би точно.
Let's
Знайдіть
find Officer Singer and put an
вихід.
end to
А
Harlow
просто
once
не
and for
можна
all.
було сказати, написати, верніться тим же самим шляхом, яким ви прийшли, а то, блядь, знайдіть вихід. Що, він забув по дорозі, куди прийшов? Хто це
Natsai
такий?
Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife, Miss Onai. Your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashbinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe, to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I
Що?
appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Щось ви хуйовенько,
Yes, Officer.
блядь,
Do
розбираєтесь.
you have enough
От-от-от.
evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Так, таленти, таленти. Я думаю, що може пора вже щось піти. Підвдягнути. Так. Себастьян у крипті. Попій у лісі. Добре, давай спочатку з Себастьяном у крипті. А потім можна і з Попі в ліс сходити.
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon, after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
Та без проблем.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
Думаєте, це ображається?
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you.
Бо він засмучений.
I very much
здається, був.
appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Думається. Так. Це наша секретна кімната.
Thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Так, так і є. Так, тепер я думаю, можна подивитися, що там у нас є. Тут. Збитки. Коротше, це деф, так? Характеристики 2. Коротше, перший левел, другий левел, третій, так? Збитки. Збитки від гоблінів третього левелу не буде зайвим. Так, тепер далі. Дуже значно підвищує шкоду, що завдається проклятим цілям. Окей. Китайської капусти, тентаклі. Круця. Я думаю, круця. Так, тепер далі. Дефіндо є. А, що і тут було круця. От біда. Таке буває, так? Інсендіо, ні. Коду, яка завдається Петрифікус Тоталус. А який сенс у цьому, якщо воно і так всіх шотає? Так, значить це можна сюди додати. Так, другий левел. Експліармус. Бо прям я його туди-сюди створяю, так. Що там можна ще? Значить, із заклинання з високою шкодою. Коду від усіх заклинань з високою шкодою. Концентрація. Давай подивимось, що це таке. Я взагалі ці перчаточки б не чіпав.
You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harlow.
Дроморога. Де мені ця дроморога шукати? Ага, і Пупера. Коротше, в мене немає двох якихось істот. І через це я не можу це покращити. А це можу. Хупера, так, окей. Там, здається, ще хтось хотів поговорити. Щось так у нас і не продвигається ця тема з мітлою. 8 ключів. Вісім ключів. Це рівно половина того, що потрібно знайти, ясно. Так, Попі, шмопі. Ну давай, значить, Попі сходимо, зустрінемось. Там якраз темна магія. А є на прокачку.
This place has seen better days.
Так, що тут? Жабячий телепорт.
Confringo!
Я в ньому не заблукаю. Так. І хер зна куди веде. Я думаю, можна так зробити. Чікс. Добре ж хоч не засмокчує разом з метлою.
Revelio.
Так. Мені цікаво, нахіра тут стільки жаб'ячих телепортів.
Revelio.
Типу, я от сюди самостійно не заберусь, чи що? Наче ні.
Only Professor Fig could have seen that.
Ну добре. Мабуть, комусь було б зручніше телепортуватися жабами.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Що ти там?
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. I just... never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right.
Покажи, як
We'll
є.
simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be
Якщо тільки стрілу в коліно не отримаєш.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please, We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah, I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never. We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From
Ти
what I
що
can
там
see, they have slaughtered no
розбазікався,
one.
алло,
They
чотирьохлапий.
will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden
I...
Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be?
Ну,
In the south,
допомагай.
there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the
Що
moonlight
потрібно
mentioned-
йти шукати
What do
місячний
moonstones have to do with
камінь? Що тобі не
Snidgets?
зрозуміло?
Why was he so certain about where we...
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later.
Що, ти закохалася вже в кентавра?
I'll let you know what I find.
Так, а що там файнд? Ну сказав же, ідіть в печеру, колупайте місячний камінь. Ну, то значить не сьогодні. А може і сьогодні. Зараз побачимо. Здається, я забув нажати відстежувати. І воно й само не натиснулось. О! Воу-воу-воу-воу-воу-воу-воу-воу. Де? Це бачу. Зараз прихлопну тебе. Оп. І все.
Ah, I have been meaning to
Що,
speak with you.
молодая лань? Чи хто там? Козуля?
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not
Влетіло
realize
тобі
it,
від
but
мами.
you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will have...
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad.
What does your mother think about it?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer. She misses him. As do I. So I believe on some level she... But that does not mean that she likes it.
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my. That is a good question. In theory, yeah. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through.
He was truly extraordinary. And thank you for your... We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed.
Я готовий розбиратися з Харланом.
Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
Revelio.
Ну, у вас тут що? Обід? Обід. Опа, а це тут що
Ревеліо.
звідки? Я цього не бачив. І де тут це маленьке дзеркало?
Confringo. Aloha Mora. What do we have here? A demiguise.
Точно. Як я про вас міг забути, так? Ти.
Mine now, Demi guys.
Ти сюди точно. Так.
Revelio.
Метелик, я бачу тебе, а от куди тебе засунути? Опачки. Здається, бачу, куди тебе засунути.
Lumos.
Ну-ка, follow me. Так.
Accio.
Щось у мене там якісь... А, точно. Грандіозний план по збиранню був. Я точно пам'ятаю, що у нижньому кабінеті, де цей професор Блек, було щось таке, так? Так, а тепер як він називається? Окей, це не то. Це теж не то. Клас проріканця ж теж не те. Угу. Щось мені підказує, що я... не пам'ятаю, де це. Але здається, це має бути так. А ну-ка. Туди. Так. Сюди. Тепер сюди. Тепер... А от тепер... Це головне запитання.
Revelio.
Так, не сюди точно, не сюди точно. А от сюди, здається, сюди. Ні, стоп. Оп. Так, тепер сюди.
Alohomora.
Ні. Це мені привиділось.
Revelio.
Чи я забрав звідти? Да ні, я тут точно не забирав. Ну все. Галюцинації. Як же тепер бути? Як мені з цим жити, якщо мені
Ревеліо.
здавалося, що тут лежить ця демішмучка, а її прям тут немає. Ну все. Пора звідси валити. Вісім. Ще 5 десь буде йти. Я думаю, що поговорити і можна на цьому закінчувати точно вже.
Welcome back.
Здравствуйте. А ми, здається, з вами не знайомі.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately,
Це
this headmaster seems
часом не той
wildly
кабінет, в
unconcerned with
який
anything but himself.
ніхто в здоровому глузді не збирався
while he's away.
заходити.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Ну, виходить, це стелс. Говорить директорка, стелс.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office?
Та легко. Ось і сюди йдемо. А далі пішочком. Так, кітя. Ой, можна завжди почекати.
Hello, Sophronia. That was quite the quiz you gave me. What are you up to now?
Good test of one's knowledge, isn't it? I'm actually working on something equally interesting, but need help from a 5th year, so it's good you came along. Are you familiar with Herodiana Byrne? Don't answer that. Of course you're not. No one seems to know of her but me. She's only the single greatest Depulso master of all time, even taught at Hogwarts, briefly.
How interesting. I'm amazed I've never heard of her.
It's a travesty she's not more well known. I often read about great witches in my limited free time. There are many. Whilst reading about her, I learned that she built a secret Depulso training room here at Hogwarts. But in typical clever Herodiana fashion, one cannot access it unless one knows Depulso, which of course, 3rd years aren't taught.
And you're a 3rd year, so...
Quick one, aren't you? According to what I've read, her signature outfit may still be there. I would love to see it. Would you get Herodiana's signature outfit and show it to me?
If you tell me where to go, I'll see what I can do about it.
Без
Simply go to the Hall of
проблем.
Herodiana. It's at the base of the Defense Against the Dark Arts Tower. There, you'll find a series of Depulso puzzles concealing pieces of Herodiana's ensemble.
Very well. I shall let you know if I find anything.
I can't wait to see Herodiana's famous ensemble.
Не зараз, не зараз.
I'll make myself a copy.
А от з професором Фігом завжди можна
Suppose I should look for that secret
поболтати.
hall Sophronia told me about. It does sound interesting.
Щось тут завдання на завданні поз'являлося. Ну, давай подивимося, що це.
Now what am I supposed to do?
Pardon me, is everything all right?
No, it's not. We only had 2 bells to go, but she just had to go and spoil things.
I'm afraid I don't follow. Who spoiled things? Also, what bells?
Professor Black ordered Mr. Moon to take down the bells in the bell tower. Said they were giving him a headache. Those bells are a part of Hogwarts. I wasn't about to let that happen. So, I asked my friend Adelaide to help me put them back. We've always been a duo of sorts, Adelaide and Evangeline. Addie and Evie. Anyway, it was going swimmingly until Black started asking questions. Then she wasn't comfortable with our rule breaking. Now I'm stuck, unable to tell which bell goes where.
Що там у нього з
It's certainly
головою?
an odd decree, even for Black, taking down the bells for a headache.
I agree. I thought it might also have been that they interrupted his hourly naps. That's all he does in his office, you know. But then I heard... Can you keep a secret?
I can.
I heard from Alice, who heard from Ollie, who heard from Eugenia, that it's because the bells reminded him of his wedding day. Breaks out in a sweat every hour.
Perhaps I could help put
Я
the bells
думаю,
back
далі
up.
мені ці
Really?
плітки
Oh,
не
that would be
цікаві вже
wonderful.
100%.
The bells are in the bell tower, just above the... You're certainly...
Просто почіпати
I
дзвоники,
imagine
так?
the bells are just inside.
Це колокола. Колокола. Дзвоники.
Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle, and I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see.
Та не бурі.
Ranrock clearly knows
А
even more than we
величезна
suspected.
And sir, there's
Величезна.
something else.
Величезна
Lodgok knew Miriam.
курильню.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood
Бур.
Castle. She was doing research.
А не бурі.
That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well, you'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
А ти коварний дід. Ще й пляшку таку підготував.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Так, ну це вже цікавенько. Можна про піздона ходити всім виписувати. Від імені директора.
Professor, a moment of your time, please. Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp, places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
Я думаю, вибереш
You call that a
кого-небудь.
shine on those boots? Do better.
What could the headmaster want?
Gareth! Mr. Weasley! What are you doing here? Don't you have, somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor! Yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you...
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've...
Ah, the little one-eared fellow.
I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago, muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
What? But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Bah! That's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
Well, there's one for my diary.
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't.
Headmaster, here, what could he want?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes! Mixed with, bubo tuber pus makes a fine, mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's. If you
Something is very wrong with Professor.
Professor, a word? Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say not some... And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
When I witnessed what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding world.
And he's coming this way.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with their...
Щось такі підозрілі прям. Ну, подумаєте, ваш директор не з тієї ноги просто прокинувся, от і все. Капітани підозрюють дії. О нет, не треба, професор Візлі.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh.
very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into
Все. Так, до побачення. До побачення.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig. I shall never.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Wait until Master sees what a wonderful job.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
And now I'm telling you that you can tell me.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Ah! Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh. But Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
Ahem. The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
І, до речі, ти ж міг одразу туди збігати.
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle. Confringo! Accio!
Так. Гаргулі. Я думаю, на цьому якраз можна і паузу зробити буде. Гаргулі. А хто це тут такий сумний сидить? Ні, ну це, звичайно, прям такий забіг. Воу-воу-воу.
Revelio.
До речі, а тут третій. Взагалі невідомо який.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Toujours pure. I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto. Revelio.
Портрети сплячих. Не всім директорам та директрисам подобається заново переживати повсякденні труднощі, з якими вони постійно стикалися під час управління школою чарівництва та чаклунства. Деякі вважають за краще насолоджуватись заслуженим сном, якщо надається така можливість. Ви тут всі дрихнете чи що? Ясно.
Revelio.
Третій рівень.
Alohomora.
Так, а для цього і другого вистачає.
Revelio.
Коварно, коварно. Відкрили мені. Це ж треба таке придумати. Розподільний капелюх. Цей зачарований капелюх був створений 4 засновниками Хогвартсу як засіб, за допомогою якого учні визначаються в один із 4 факультетів школи. Маючи досвід у легільмації... Я не вмію читати, здається. Легільменті розподільний капелюх може зазирнути в голову тестованого студента, що дозволяє їй зачитувати його думки та здібності.
Revelio.
Воно стільки сундучків.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? Revelio.
Чек. Засіб для зміцнення волосся, віск для вусів, помада для волосся, спуншмуна. Бундимуна. Різня з перлиною. Різня з перлиною ручкою. Чесалка для спини з золотою ручкою, дооксид. Сплачена лише мала частина суми. Чи не забути направити рахунок для міністерства. Це
Ревеліо.
взагалі не читається чомусь.
That must be the pedestal.
Так, я думаю, це буде на завтра точно вже.